know. Welcome to episode 3 of What We Doing Here podcast. Who I got on the line?
Cligga.
Now you can introduce us. Now you can introduce us.
You got
I got man. Fuck y'all. I got.
You the host, man. Come
man,
on,
I
Emmy.
thought y'all was gonna be like, yo, it's Cligga. Nah. All right, we got Cligga. We got Cligga Court and Venom the Dawn on the line. we got a
Toxin on
That's
today.
crazy. Hey, but before we get in, first and foremost, you know, I want to shout out Lil Wayne. You know, after 10 years, 6 hospital visits, 1 minor bid, and 4 terrible albums, he finally got out of his little situation with Baby. And we might be seeing I Can't Feel My Face with Jewels.
He got fucked over, bro. Nah, bro. He was owed $50 million. Yeah. He got 10, and Wayne don't even get to own his catalog, bro. Nah.
I'm pretty sure he owes this Cligga right here. I'm pretty sure Birdman owes him way more than
80. What was it? 80?
Wait, how much did he get?
Look, he got 10 million. 1 million for every year there was a lawsuit.
He got 10. Wow. Bro, he got $10 million. He got $10 million, and Wayne and Baby and them still keep the right to his catalog.
That's
bro.
like, hey, that's like legitimately, like I said, it's like a prostitute making all the money and staying down. And from a young age, Baby had him from a young age. You know what I'm saying?
From the jump.
So he had him when he was 9 because I'm a diehard Cash Money them fan. It was an album called the BGs. It was BG. They had a group called the BG, and Wayne was like 9 years old.
So this was way before the Hot Boys.
Right. His mother allowed him to be with Birdman or Baby and trusted him. And I don't fault Wayne. I only fault Wayne till you get to a certain age. If you're a grown man and you allowing that to go on and you don't run down on him, but I guess if you're looking at him, that's like your father figure. Like we clown and joke and be like, yo, how can you call another man not your father, daddy or whatever? You gotta look at it the way where Wayne is coming from. His pops died, and that's the only person who took care of him. That was like a male role model, and he trusted him. And that shit is foul. Somebody need to fuck Birdman
up. All right, so man, we gonna start it out. I be seeing a lot of shit as of late on Twitter, right? That's how we got started up here, you know. But I be seeing a lot of shit that just is questionable behavior from individuals, you know. And I'm just...
We're not going to call it questionable to be nice, bro.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You know, so I'm going to ask y'all 2 questions. The first one is, how do you not be annoying on Twitter, right? And the second one is, I need y'all to run down what you think the rules should be for Twitter etiquette.
One thing off the muscle, bro, if you constantly tweet somebody and all they do, and I see it with Cligga a lot of times, bro. Cligga was just No. I'm saying niggas are at Cligga, bro, and he'll just like and retweet this shit. He never replies. Nigga, you're getting on his nerves, bro.
That's a fact.
You're getting on his fucking nerves, bro.
The emoji reply, and that's it.
Yeah, them fire emojis be irritating me because I know what he doing. I know what he doing. He be doing that with the music that we spoke on. He be doing that shit.
Yeah, that's just politically correct Cligga. That's all that is. Politically correct Cligga.
Cligga ain't gonna comment on none of this. He gonna be like, I love all y'all. You know, keep adding me. You know, this is
man, yo, the most.
Hey, if you look in your mentions, bro, and you don't have a single ad from Cligga and you add him every day,
you're doing something wrong.
Man, the most annoying thing about that shit, the most annoying thing about it all is, for me, like if we're having a dialogue and it pertains to a third party, don't you ever add that person, you fucking loser. You're fucking cool. We don't do that around
here. That's so corny.
That's so fucking corny. Man, what do y'all think about the group tag?
Oh my god. That's really irritating. don't have a conversation in my mentions.
Facts.
You can easily remove me, bro, or quote your reply. Don't reply your reply, bro.
Okay, because I don't care. Yeah, and also, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this, not y'all, but the public people out there and what we doing here in podcast land. Don't send me links to your SoundCloud because I'm not gonna listen to that big dog.
Oh, you admitting to it.
I think Cole covered this last week.
The worst part is they ain't gonna listen. They still gonna retweet send Cligga them bum ass SoundCloud links, and he gonna quote them and put fire emojis in the flame emoji. You know he gonna do that.
And he gonna put them same 4-ass fire.
He's gonna reference one of the songs that he just clicked on and say, "That's fire, son. Keep doing you."
Hey, it's always gonna be the 6th song.
Yeah. Or the intro. He gonna be like, "Yeah, that's like dreams and nightmares. I fuck with it."
If you got 17 tracks on your shit, he's gonna quote the 17th track.
We love y'all music out there. Just don't send it to me.
I'm waiting for someone to reply on that quote and be like, "What was your favorite song?"
Man, that's another thing, man. The block button. How y'all feel about the block button?
I mean, it's necessary.
It's necessary. Facts.
I only this was on my bad. I only block like I don't block people all the time, but like if you're like wow annoying, I won't respond. But yeah, you might catch that block if you're just being like reckless. I don't know. I don't like certain shit, man, because it's not even what you say, it's how people perceive what you say. Like say for instance, somebody like tell me something wow and I don't respond to it. Somebody else will see that and be like, oh, maybe I could play with him like that too. But nah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't play with me like that. And I'll block somebody like that, but the block button is definitely necessary. Or just unfollow the motherfucker. You ain't gotta.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tricky situation. You know, like you have to be really upset to block someone. You know.
Nah, not necessarily. Man, if you're just sick and tired of hearing, like, seeing their tweets and shit and they get on your nerves, you block them. You don't want to see nothing. I know you can mute them, but nah, man, if I don't want to fucking see you ever again, I'm gonna block
you. Yeah, but like, what if it's a situation like, you know, like I came at you yesterday, you know, about your rugby team, right? If it wasn't right, but if it wasn't me, like if it was just some random Twitter account that you never like associated with, and it was just a one and done, would you block them from the jump or be like, man, maybe this was an isolated incident?
Nah, it'll probably depend on how I'm feeling on the day, but nah, if I feel like I just never want to see you ever again, I'm just gonna block you and that's it.
All right.
And if you don't got a AV, I block
the
shit out of you
from the jump.
You out the game. Yeah. Well, nah, look. Hey, questionable pictures get you blocked too, cause Buddy is a truck driver, bro.
Nah, he doing it on purpose though.
Yo.
Nah, on purpose. I don't care, bro.
Bro, let's be honest.
Quincy? Is that
Quincy? Yeah.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Mo, for a solid 2 weeks, had a gym pic with his shirt up.
He definitely did.
Mo went through about 3 different Evvies, like, in rapid succession. I don't know what he was doing.
That'd be fire. That means you're hurt. And that means someone hurt you.
And all them Evvies stinky as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. That's right. He got into it with someone on Twitter, right? And he called him an ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, he looks like Bobby Hill.
Yeah, I remember that. That's why he changed the shit. Yeah.
Dog, what I fuck with Mo is he always got the same, like, hand motion where, like, he puts his arm over his head and like squints his eyes to make it look like he's high, you know.
You know the shit he's smoking don't get him high, bro.
Right. That should be fire. It's the same shit every time. It's some dirty ass headband.
Damn,
smoking oregano.
You said Mo not even high?
Nah,
Mo don't be high, bro.
Too. That spice.
Damn,
he's smoking oregano.
Mo be smoking nothing but pure headache, bro.
Nah, but one other thing I wanted to bring up. How y'all feel about people getting offended over jokes?
Get off Twitter.
To me, it depends, kind of. Like, I see, like, this is what I see personally, from my point of view. I might post, like, a gym picture or something like that, and if, like, somebody's joking, and they joke about something, I can see it, but I can also tell when somebody's hating, but, like, trying to cover it like it's a joke. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can always gauge when somebody's just, like hating, but they don't want to come out, because I'd rather you just be like, yo, son, you trash or something, and disrespect me like that, than try to cover it up as like it's a joke, because you a half a man, you coward. Just tell me I'm trash. I ain't trash, but tell me I'm trash.
Yeah, you can.
I can call you trash.
You can read between the lines, but if it's just like full on jokes, exactly what Court said, get the fuck off Twitter.
Yeah, like my thing.
Nah, like most of, I don't know about y'all, but I got it in my bio. Because if you take the shit serious, don't even at me.
Right, my thing is, I'm not gonna say no names, but someone earlier today posted 6, consecutive messages, right, talking about men ain't shit. Men are not the reason women say they ain't shit. Y'all have bad parenting, yeah, right? So, it popped up in the group chat. I don't follow this dude. It's Cligga's man. And I was like,
it's always
I was like,
man.
Hey, who broke your heart, big dog? Right? And I was just getting my joke off. I got off work and whatnot. And people, salute to what we doing here. I got the laughing emojis and retweets. I felt validated, but I ain't get no reply, right? And I'm like, yeah, he knew better. And then 15 minutes later, someone coming in the group chat posting a pic or a retweet talking about, oh, they subbing GDP, talking about his Timbs again.
He was mad as shit, but he always mad.
Yeah.
As I say, he be jacking off to like weird shit. I know he.
But my thing is like, I clearly just added you. I gave you enough respect to add you and let you know I'm talking about you.
Right.
If this is Twitter, be a man or whatever. Be a man and at me back if you got something to say.
Man, let me play devil's advocate.
Hold on, real quick, Court. My bad, Court. But because I'm gonna forget. My bad, Court. Hey,
that was me.
It's funny that you say that. I'm sorry. It's funny that you say that, because a lot of times, if I'm talking about somebody, I might add them, but I also might not, because I know the average person, if I got something to say to them and I at them, they're not willing to like do what I'm willing to do.
Right.
As far as like, if it ever comes to like you want to do this, blah blah blah, I'm saving them from them. Like, go ahead, I'm gonna at you so you can say something crazy and I can fuck you up.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So let me just get my subtweet off, and if you know I'm talking about you and respond, you're gonna look crazy because I didn't say your name. Mm-hmm. But I subtweet people. I subtweet people to save them from an ass whipping.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I prefer the subs all day.
Yeah, I hear you.
Nah, I do the
paragraphs too,
because I know how y'all niggas act, bro.
Go, cool.
Hey, look, I sub a nigga. I ain't gonna add him because I know as soon as Kardii jump in that shit, bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's gonna transition. I'm a transition into that. So one of these. Yeah, go Venom. Go.
No, all I can say about general Twitter shit, man. Like, check this out. All you fucking losers and fucktards on Twitter, don't ever start putting your personal business on the timeline, man. That shit is entertaining as hell. I love reading all your bullshit that goes on. Man,
and we don't forget.
Shit, man. No, we have anniversary. Someone's gonna pull it up in years to come. We have anniversary days by the time. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever stop doing that shit, man. Keep doing it.
And
don't ever stop.
Hey, this is one thing. This is the kid GDP. I'm white. By the way, if you are of my skin tone as well, do not post a battle rapper's bar that has the N-word in it. That's not our lane. That's not our lane, all right? You can put like an asterisk or like replace it with dude, something like that. But you know what? We already get so much slack for liking battle rap. Don't say the N-word. That's not what we do here. I'm trying to save y'all from yourselves.
Yeah.
So Venom got me all flustered and whatnot. Pause. But so my transition was gonna be so Kardii, one of these bozos, committed suicide, and Kardii made a little joke, and these women apparently got offended about someone that they never met, and my thing is, why are you so uptight? This is Twitter.
Exactly. Don't ever stop putting that shit on the timeline. It's entertaining. Don't you ever stop that. But if you wanna tell the world that you try to commit suicide and you failed, keep putting that shit on the timeline.
Like, and my thing is, baby girl, as long as all your pics are headshots, I'm gonna clown the shit out you. I got no respect for your headshots, baby girl.
I just like Venom said, if you don't want, I think people think that we don't have our own lives because I don't put certain stuff. There's certain stuff that ain't for everybody.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, just because I don't put it out there, don't mean that it's not happening. I just don't tend to share that. Like, people think that you're being like shady if you don't tell everybody your business. But then if you tell everybody your business and they use it against you, you look crazy.
Exactly. And people have probably think that all Cligga does is go to the club and post memes and stuff. Like, he actually got a real life, He just happens to have a mind that is wild and just deluded and deranged.
Like passing time, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get on Twitter and be caught up for like 2 hours, but then I close it and my life continues.
Exactly.
Like, some people, they live for that shit. Like, the shit to me is funny. Twitter is dope and I like it. Y'all motherfuckers are hilarious. I would have never met certain people, but when you close Twitter, that's to me, that's
real life. Real life happens, and you sitting in that 1-bedroom apartment where your kitchen and your living room are conjoined.
And you sleeping in the kitchen with the oven.
Exactly.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What about if you sleeping on the couch because of Twitter?
Ooh, hey, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Touch that stuff, Jay. Nah.
Look, I ain't even gonna hold you. It wasn't because Twitter. It was because the group chat. I have slept on the couch many of nights.
Because of the group chat.
Because of the group chat.
Yo, that's worse.
I be getting a whole lot of "you love the group chat more than me" type combos.
Damn,
my
worse.
favorite. I don't know if you're. Hey, is it still on? Hey, Court.
What's that?
Hey, remember when you was at the we was in the group chat, right? And you was at the Christmas party.
Wait, what happened?
I remember this.
Wait,
I wasn't here. I gotta hear this.
Cole was at a Christmas party with a young lady, and he was like trying to get in and out of the group chat because he wanted to know what was going on, but he also had to pay attention over there. And he was like, "Yo, y'all got me fucked up," because he's reading the messages and he's laughing. And he's like, "Yo, she's looking at me from across the room, like staring a hole into my goddamn."
I be
at my girl work Christmas party, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
I be having to do that where I be having to do that where I'm like I'm laughing, but I gotta act like I got a cough. Like I be doing that one a lot. But y'all remember when Tev was at the fashion show with his girl?
God, I remember that one.
Yeah, we was egging him on to take a picture because he was talking wild. Like, I'm trying to,
But no,
that's Venom shit.
Man,
But
sometimes I'll be like, I'll just look at the group chat and I'll just say, like, do something like, damn, or, oh, shit. And my girl will be like, what? What are you damning about? Oh no, these dudes in the group chat. So I know what you're saying.
Your phone ring, and she be like, "Who called us? Who text us?"
Hey. This is an iPhone. This not no Wii phone, bro.
Yeah, dog. I ain't gonna tell you this group chat be so funny. I was with the homies once, right? And I don't be smoking like that, anymore. My body is a temple,
Word to Mo, word to Benji.
Yeah, word to both. But I was lit, and I remember reading the group chat, and y'all was talking about a whole bunch of gang shit, and I'm not gonna say whose name was in the group chat, but he said, "We talking about triads in here?"
I missed that too.
I was crying. No, you was there. You was there. Me. They ain't in the group chat anymore. But,
okay. Yeah.
But I was crying. I was howling.
I must have been serious because I don't remember that shit.
But the thing, the last note we're gonna say is Twitter is not real life. If you got
hold on. Hold on. Before you continue, man. Let me jump in before you end that. Twitter is not real life, but Twitter could also get you fucked up.
Yes, it can.
Big fact. Especially if you fucking around with someone like Kardii, he gonna pull up.
Yo, he pulls up. Damn.
Like it don't again, but see, I never want. That's why we always try to talk him out of those certain situations. Because one, people like to see you do bad, or people want to see you react. That's why I don't. You know how many comments or mentions that I don't respond to because I know it's somebody that just wants to see me react. I don't respond to. You know what I'm saying? But
I hear you.
Just know that yes, it's Twitter and it's not that serious, but you could also get your head beaten with some minute shit off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now,
do y'all search your own name?
Nah.
No, I'm not popping.
I'm not big enough. Yeah, I'm not big enough to do that. But Cligga, have you searched your name before?
Have I searched it? I know Benji be doing that weird shit.
Hey, but let me transition, man. Talking about weird shit that has to do with Twitter.
Uh-oh.
Battle rap bloggers, y'all.
Yeah.
Cream of the crop.
Battle rap bloggers, y'all. How y'all feel? There's been a lot of real feminine behavior going on with these so-called battle rap celebrities, that are in the culture, as people like to say.
My thing is, bro, real quick, bro, y'all want to matter more than a battler so bad, bro. You just another nigga with a camera and a microphone.
Yeah, I agree 100. I was just about to say that. Anybody could pull out a damn camera or a phone and turn it on and upload it to YouTube. What I will say is, to me personally, man, there are certain bloggers that are cool for certain reasons. A lot of people don't like Caps. I fuck with Caps because to me, that motherfucker funny. He's entertaining. Yeah. And that nigga was in the Source magazine. Get the fuck out of here. He
was in Sean Price's album that came out.
Right. He brought attention. We all fuck with battle rap. And if you're bringing attention to it, just like DNA, people don't like DNA, but DNA just stunned on Rome last night. And I commented on, I don't know if anybody's seen that. DNA said something about being the champ, blah, blah, blah. Rome chimed in and said, you closed yourself the champ, nobody can, blah, blah, blah. So DNA was like, well, I'm on ESPN. He started reading down all the stuff that he's currently doing. He said, so your opinion doesn't matter. And that's what I said. I said, if you're more successful than anybody, you can't say shit to me about nothing. But anyway, back to the vlogger. Caps did a lot of this.
Call him out.
Huh?
Call him out, man. This ain't no politically correct podcast. Call him out.
Let me just say my shit.
I'm gonna get into it.
Go then, Cligga. I'm gonna wait. Let me formulate what I got to say.
Oh, my bad, bro. I thought you was done. You still was done. My bad. Sorry, bro.
Oh, no. I'm saying, Caps to me did a lot. Like but the only thing I don't like about Caps is that sometimes, just like the surfing good shit, you can't call me and be like, "Yo, such and such is talking shit," blah blah blah, and have me start talking shit. Meanwhile, you got him on the other line listening to what I'm saying, so he call in. Now, me and you are some street dudes, and we'll take it somewhere else. And you're gonna be like, are you gonna come mediate when me and you meet up in the street? No, you're not gonna do that.
I ain't gonna hold you, but that was Dre. That whole goods and surf thing, that was Dre.
That was Dre.
Shout out to Dre, man. 3-letter. Shout out to him.
And yeah.
Anyway, let me continue. All right. We're not gonna say dude's name, but I guarantee you,
I'm gonna say their name.
Look. If this dude gets out of jail for touching little kids, what the fuck he was doing, this block. These weird ass dudes. Look, this how weird people in battle rap are. I guarantee. Look, all these people were getting their channels flagged and this, that, and the third. Why nobody flagged the
Gunsby? Yeah.
The rapist dude, the light skin, Christopher Gunsby. Why nobody flag and take that? How is this
Christopher B. Gunsby?
Nah, hold up. It's because he's been away, and whoever did it, we don't know who it was, but there was definitely something going on with that circle of bloggers at the time. That motherfucker's in jail, so he wasn't connected to it. That's why he got left out, man. He was forgotten. To me,
dog, but I would have flagged. I don't even know how to do that shit. I'll flag the shit out of it. How you flag it? I'll do that shit right now.
But you play devil's advocate though. If you were the person flagging the channels, you gotta hit an agenda. There's a reason why you're doing it. If it was someone you were connected with, you felt like they was dissing you or whatever, you gotta flag their channel, not because they rape kids or whatever, because you want to fuck up his money, you want to fuck up his channel, you want to fuck up his brand, and exactly. I feel like that's all it was, man.
There's two different agendas, but based on if you're a man with morals, I wouldn't have even waited till that whole flagging incident, situation happened. Nah, you did some unspeakable shit to someone under the age of 12 years old or whatever the case may be.
You gotta go.
Nah, you don't need any light. You don't need a channel. You don't need a group. Your whole history is erased as far as I'm concerned.
But these weirdos will let him back in. I kid you not. If tomorrow he gets out of jail and starts blogging, people will have just like, yo, I don't like that. I mean, we gonna keep going. The dude, Piper Boy Williams, I don't like that dude.
Yo,
your wife was out there throwing that ass back. Yo, his wife got some nice titties.
I'm gonna reserve my comments till you're done, Cligga, but continue.
Them pillowy white titties, she got some nice titties. I ain't gonna hold you. I seen the videos. He's corny. I don't like how he operates. You worried about what Tay-Rock and them and Cave Gang is saying about your wife, but you didn't even press the dude who put the shit out.
No, hold up. Then he got killed for that shit too. On Twitter, we killed him for that shit, and then he tried to act like he was real vague with his tweets at the time. Yeah, and he tried to for an outsider looking in, it seemed like his wife just committed suicide with the way he was tweeting. So he was trying to get the sympathy back, but nah, fuck him. Who else did you say? Yeah, the dude in jail, fuck him too. But yeah, Piper Boy, man, I don't fuck with him.
We gonna and even I just think the dude from the TV, I think you're doing too much, Rome. Yes, I think you're doing way too much. I think you think because certain people are let you hang around them, son, that you're good when they gonna let niggas beat you up. Obviously, we seen it happen already. And you're right. You're doing too much. Just be a nerd. Be a nerd. Be a geek. Roll my blunts for me, and they better be loosely rolled, but tight enough to where
you get enough.
When I inhale, I bet
filtration.
I bet not get no goddamn. Yeah, I bet. Yo, them shits better be rolled perfectly too, because that's all you gotta do. Upload my blogs,
and they better not. They better not be no Al Capones neither.
Right, I need Dutch man.
Hey, that's a wild. That's a wild situation though, bro. I can't imagine a nigga approaching me saying, "Hey, can I get the fade with one of your homies, bro? We go jump your ass right then and there, nigga. What the fuck you think this is?"
Right.
You took the word. That's what I told GDP on the last episode. I said, "There's no way in hell." As soon as you asked me, I'm like, "I bet," and I'm knocking you out.
You setting up a fade for 10 minutes after?
And my thing is, bro, you setting up a fade. Like, your homies, they know you can't fight, nigga.
Yeah. Let me check my schedule real quick.
Yeah, I know Rome isn't doing anything after this. Yeah, you can go fight him afterwards. Like, nah, bro.
And how is that gonna look? I'm Rome's man. I know Rome can't fight. I'm gonna let him go out there and get beat up, and then I'm gonna be at his mama's house on Sunday eating chicken where he got a black eye. And they're gonna be like, "Well, where was you at?" Well, I was there.
It's gonna be like Pac going over to what's his name's house after he killed her. After he killed Steel or whatever.
He went to the, I'm not watching my man get beat down, man. No way.
You know, and it's even worse. Like you ever see these like Rex first clips when Rex was getting smoked, and you could see like everyone in Rex's corner's face just looking sad. You know, I imagine that's what the situation would be. Yeah, all right, bet. We ain't gonna talk about that. But my whole point is, imagine how they would look if they was in a circle and Jim just was cleaning Rome up.
No,
you'd be going outside.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Nah, if there was my man, I'm jumping in, bro. He ain't getting beat down.
I ain't even letting you get beat up before I jump in, bro.
Facts,
hey,
exactly.
and that's why it looks even worse for them DMV boys, because they knew, like y'all was saying, if Jims was talking crazy to Rome already, y'all should have just cleaned him up right there.
How the fuck did Jims get that punch off, bro? Why was they separated? Like,
no, how did he run out of the front door?
Why wasn't Jims with them niggas?
They said Tony. They said Tony Bro was back there with him.
That's another one. That's another one I got to talk about right quick in a second.
I don't know. That was a whole weird. Why, like, I don't know. A bunch of that stuff is like weird as hell to me.
That whole situation was weird.
I don't think he should have hit him in there. But see, what I like about the fact that Jims did punch him. Oh, look, what I like about the fact that Jims did punch him is, you know, the type of person Rome is. If Jims is talking to him and then they leave and Jims doesn't do anything, Rome is gonna go.
Right.
Exactly. He gonna go on a blog and be like, yeah, he came and asked me to apologize and I didn't, and he didn't do nothing. That's how these niggas operate. So I agree with what Jims did. He should have popped on him then.
And I agree with Jims. I don't like Jims. I don't like Jims, but I respect him because he stood on his morals. He said,
"Why you don't like Jim? Because he whiter than you?"
He is, but no, I just think he's very corny. He's very corny. You know,
he's not a good battle. I don't really like his battle.
No, exactly. But my thing is, he didn't just flat out run up on Rome and clean him up. He said, "Look, all I want is an apology." You feel me? You know,
and Rome knew he was wrong, because if you look at the blog, Rome was like, "Yo, I did all." He said, he said, in hindsight, being 2020, if it offended him, I should have just apologized.
Exactly.
If you know that you should have apologized, just apologize and be like, "Yo, my bad. You know, I got it. Let's have a drink. It is what it is." I've done it too.
For me, because Rim is a fucking clown.
Yeah, exactly, Venom. What else you got to say?
Man, all these on the blogger talk, I want to get rid of all these newer bloggers and just go back to how it was, man. Because these newer bloggers, they all want to be in the spotlight. They want to be on the stage. They want, like, Jay Black. Jay Black, I know how you feel about Jay Black, Cligga, but he's
no. I don't not like Jay Black. I don't like the fans that think that, like,
his word is bomb.
Yeah. My bad. But yeah, Jay Black, angry fan. I don't fuck with Caps, but he's necessary. He has a lot of good content. He has a good platform. Man, and now we got a platform so we can call all these motherfuckers out. I'm sick of all these newer bloggers, man. They do too much. They're doing too much. So, but with the Jim situation, I rock with Jims. I respect Jims because he stood on his own. He didn't have no crew behind him. He didn't have no entourage trying to do shit for him. That man spoke disrespectful on his family. There's no other way. I would have popped on him straight away, but he tried to handle it respectfully. I don't take nothing away from what he did, man. For real.
he gave him the opportunity, and he still wanted to be like a dickhead about it. And yeah,
and even after the shit, he's still being a dickhead in the interviews and shit. Where he was like, "Yeah, Beasley was right there," and I was like, "Yeah, we could go outside right now." Shut the fuck up, bro. You're a fucking clown, bro.
That's a big ass fairy tale, man.
yeah.
That's a fabulous lie, man.
Hey, I don't know. He's not a blogger, but I'll tell you this, and I don't know. I represent New York, and it is what it is. People can say whatever.
Go.
No, I'm talking about Debo. I don't like that motherfucker.
I didn't think. I thought you were gonna give it up to someone, but yeah. Now, Debo talks like he did some inventive shit. Like, nah, you got behind Babs.
You got girls rapping at each other that don't nobody want to hear.
Yeah, you got behind Babs and that other dude with the braids, and you thought that you elevated some sort of the culture. No.
Like you have a state.
Yeah, but the only time we care about them females rapping is when they against dudes and getting disrespected. Let's be very clear.
Right.
Ain't nobody saying what's your top 5 female battle rap.
There's more than 5.
Are you serious? Kardii was able to name 10 women that rap words. I was astonished.
It's Kardii, but Kardii don't know who Ray Lewis is, so
that's a big fact. But he knows who that white dude is that got put in the trunk.
Oh, Ray.
Right.
Yeah.
But he know that. Yeah. Fuck out of here, Debo. Don't nobody care about you. Or I don't like motherfuckers that try to like impose their will on like, because in the battle rap community, these motherfuckers is probably scared of him because he an old ass nigga from the Bronx or something like that, old number running ass nigga. Probably a tough dude. I ain't gonna call him pussy or nothing like that. He probably, you know what I'm saying? He probably like one of them old heads with them old man strength. Could probably fuck somebody up. But that ain't got nothing to do with this. Don't nobody care about what you talking about, Debo.
And let's be very clear. Y'all came out to Cali, talked about putting on a male versus female card with some.
Remember that?
I was there with some white dude, and then you ended up copping pleas towards the end, talking about this wasn't my fault. Let's be very clear about that. Y'all was looking really shaky.
Shaky, baby.
Y'all was looking really shaky in California. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all had Lush One up there rapping words, saying we about to put on another battle. Ain't shit happen.
Hey, shout out to Lush One. That's my guy. Fuck what y'all talking about. I fuck with Lush. Anyway,
he a terrible rapper.
Fuck with Lush.
Dog, he literally, Debo literally put on a Lush One concert, son.
I fuck with Lush, man.
Yeah, but for some reason you fuck with the West Coast. I don't. It's beyond me how that works.
Lush been around for a minute. I fuck with Lush. Lush do all of the drugs. I fuck with Lush.
He do all of them. He got no objections neither.
Nah, he's sniffing it, he's smoking it, he's shooting it, he's eating it. I fuck with it.
Oh nah, that's wild.
He be waiting for the next drug to come out.
That's the type of energy I'm on. If I'm gonna do drugs, I'm doing all of the drugs.
Y'all remember that ether joint?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
What was that girl? Yaki? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Lush, man.
Lush was up there crip walking, looking crazy.
Y'all probably missed. I guarantee y'all missed it. Lush got on Instagram maybe, I don't know, a month before the event.
Mm-hmm.
And he had my man Busy Bone up there. He said Busy Bone's gonna battle.
Oh, here we go.
Nah, that's what happened. I bought that pay-per-view for no fucking reason. For no motherfucking reason. There was no Busy Bone at no motherfucking either event. And it's been fuck Lush One ever since then, bro. Ever since then, fuck Lush One.
Front center, Venom. I gotta talk to you.
He got me hype as shit because my man was gonna battle.
We gotta talk, Venom. I gotta ask you something that the group chat don't know yet. So we got you and I. We got the same password for this YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
And for some reason, I was on the history of the videos that were watched.
Oh man.
All right.
I already cleared this up.
I saw a couple of Kardii interviews or music videos, and I'm scrolling up. I saw like a first of the month music video, and then I saw Joe Budden Pump It Up,
Yeah.
And then I saw a 2-hour Busy Bone interview.
Wait, what?
What were you doing for them 2 hours, son?
Yo, he making shit up. I need that screenshot.
Nah.
I need that screenshot.
It was one of them thugs.
Venom was hanging upside down meditating. That's what he was doing.
Yo, if it was fucking fire. It was fire shit.
Dog, 2 hours of Busy Bone?
Jesus.
Yo, he said that like that's a bad thing. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Nah, it's
You from Cali? Ain't you from Cali? You from Cali, right?
They from Ohio. That's
They
nowhere
from
near
Ohio.
Cali.
I'm asking you where you from.
Cleveland.
I'm from everywhere. You know me.
They was running Cali when they was on top, man. They was running that shit.
They sure were. They sure were.
They ran that shit, bro.
Into the ground.
Fuck out of here. They took over the whole motherfucking. We can do this on a. Don't even what?
They don't even play Bone Thugs and Harmony on XM radio.
Jesus. They don't got them on jukebox.
Radio.
Because I got a nice car that comes with it. But that,
You still listen to the radio? Yo, no one listens to the radio these days. You got an aux in your car? You got Bluetooth?
I got Bluetooth. I got
whatever
I
radio,
need.
Man.
It's XM. It's not 710 ESPN shit like that. But I'm from the States, so it might be different over there. Y'all a little slow. Y'all still listening to Bone Thugs, unbeknownst to me. I don't know.
The whole wide world, man. The whole wide world. They made me pull up.
Oh,
man, I put in the group chat all the world tours, man. Every year they do a world tour. Your favorite rap group ain't doing that, beloved. Your favorite rap group can't do that.
In pubs and dive bars.
Headlining. Yo, yeah, yo, on that first episode, was it the first episode? I think it was an unreleased. And Cligga said, yo, that was a pub. I know.
Hey, Cligga said that was a pub. Yo, I know what pubs look like.
That's exactly what he said. Man, I was going to put that picture on the timeline because, man, he said that was a pub. I want to see a picture of a Dipset concert because I know that shit ain't getting paid.
By the way, I'm so glad you mentioned Dipset. I'm so glad you mentioned Dipset. You know why?
Good.
Jim Jones dropped the greatest album of 2018, and no one's talking about it.
It's trash.
That's a whole fact.
Okay. It's trash, bro.
Says the person that listened to Flesh and Bone. All right.
Yo, how was it the best album in the year and nobody's listened to it?
I know. He said nobody's talking about it, but there's a grown man walking around here, and you got to call him Flesh. Interesting.
Y'all talk about a great man named Twerk every single day in the group chat. What we doing is what we doing.
Sir.
Who's y'all?
A whole lot of y'all, man, whether it's slander or not, you'll still talk about a motherfucking man named Twerk.
Venom, you got an LOM rugby jersey with Flesh on the back.
You got an LOM costume. What we doing here? You had LOM in your bio and felt bad and took it out. What we doing here?
Nah, because I saw what a true representative looked like, and I knew I wasn't worthy.
Man, yo, you have more LOM gear than I do.
That's a lie because someone said, hold on, hey, I got a very good memory. Someone said, Venom, you cop LOM? He said, I don't cop. Hollow sends it to me for free personally.
What did I say after that?
Did you not say that? Did you not say that, sir?
And what did I say after that? Did you not say that,
sir?
Yo, you gonna do that for context? What I say after that?
I don't remember. What you said? All I needed to say.
You get it for free? I said, no, that was a joke, man. Come on.
Nah, you didn't because then you tried to throw me under the bus after all these months of defending you.
Bring up the farm, man. You'll see. Bring up the farm, man.
But Hey, back. You know, we touched way too much on the Bone Thugs and Harmony. So
I'm not weird.
back.
Boom. I want to play some fucking Bone shit.
That's disgusting. You just said bone 6 times.
Boom. Yeah.
No, you can't even. They don't even speak words.
They speak more words than your favorite rapper do. Get out of here, man.
Jesus.
Yo, Bone was running New York as well. Bone, man, Busy washed Biggie on Notorious Thugs. Busy washed Tupac on Thug Love. And he washed Jay-Z in a battle, man. Jay-Z choked up like Big Rabbit, bro.
Running?
Yeah.
Running from New York.
Running?
Hell no. New York's finest, man. They get on the track with Busy, they did.
No,
they
look,
did,
these men, Venom, these men are 50 years old. I'm not trying to hear them rap.
No. I'm talking about when they was 27.
They was 32, still trying to rap words.
That was like 20. It was 23 years ago.
Even today, bro. Even today. Put Busy on the track, man.
I smoke.
I sure won't.
I smoke Busy right now.
You smoke. You can't even get your audio right, bro. You ain't smoking nobody.
Yikes.
You need a mic. You need a real mic.
Call him up. I smoke Busy right now. Call him right now. Put him on the phone.
How the fuck am I do that? How the fuck am I do that, man? How old is Jim Jones?
You know Busy Bone ain't got a phone. Come on. What are we doing here?
Busy Bone every day, man. Get on there and have a look. See what the
got a pager. What are we doing here?
No, Bone Thugs birthed all these rappers that are out today, man. They made this
Busy Bone. Wasn't Busy Bone gonna battle Bone Crusher for the name of Bone?
Yes, for crack. For crack. For weed.
No.
For drugs. For black tar heroin.
For some dust. Y'all still smoking dust in 2018? Making music?
They dipping White Owl blunts inside some goddamn embalming fluid, smoking it, rapping words fast.
Man, y'all eating dipping dust? What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
Yo, you can get your jokes off on Bone all you want, man, but the fact is, these motherfuckers are superstars, bro. Superstars, bro.
Flesh hits up Busy like, yo, you going to the studio? Yeah, let me get the dust real quick.
Flesh will fuck your favorite rapper up, bro. What we doing here?
I was smoking him in
anything, bro. And anything. Dust smoking, anything. Man, Sherm, he a professional Sherm smoker.
Go, Venom, go!
Hold on. How come Venom like all
your favorite rapper up, bro?
Venom love all the drug addicts. He like Bo Jutton. He like
that's true.
He like Bone Thugs. All them niggas do.
All of them do dust.
You forgot the captain, DMX. DMX top 5, bro.
Oh, that's right. Venom posted a rugby compilation with DMX on it.
What?
That was funny. Yeah.
Oh, so you remember that shit? That was my shit. Yeah. You said you didn't see that in the group chat. That was my shit.
That shit was filmed from a satellite tower from Korea. Shut up.
Yo, you can hate all you want, bro. I'm the most athletic one in the group.
That's
at what?
You can hate all you want, bro.
You making it real hard for me to not mention these rugby fellas.
Man,
all right. You know what? Your time's up. All right, back to these back to these bloggers, man. What else? What else y'all get to say? You think that they're bringing down battle rap?
Battle rap.
Oh, where's Kardii? Hold up, bring Kardii in for this shit. Is he on?
Hold up. Oh, yeah, Benji's on.
Oh, Benji? Wait, does Benji give a fuck about the bloggers?
He probably got something to say.
Benji don't got socks on right now. He got open toe Converse.
He don't own socks. What you mean?
Oh my god.
Yo, we got Benji on the line. Benji.
Yo.
Elegant Antoine.
What up, Benji?
Venom was.
What was it? What was it? Government name Anthony?
Yeah, man. You already know.
Yeah,
Realest nigga on your timeline. You hear me?
Power to the people. We back to do maintenance.
You already know that. The most wavy nigga in the group chat.
Hey, Benji, what you think about this Cligga? What you think about the
Clayton sound like Money Mace.
Yo, you just put his government in.
Hey. What you think about the bloggers? Do you think they help or hurt like battle rap in general?
Overall, I think it was a point in time where they did help the culture. Right now, though, they hurting it.
What did they do for the culture in your mind?
What do you mean? What did they do?
When you said there was a point in time that they helped? How did they help?
Because they at a point in time was giving us like I would say a detailed critique, if you will. They just put it on footage. Like they was the first ones to give us detailed critiques of these battles back to back to back. Like it was just niggas going on the timeline or going on Twitter or Facebook at the time, whichever one. I don't have a Facebook, so I don't know. But they was just talking about it like, oh, such and such lost, such and such won, whatever. But the bloggers came out and then they sort of gave us some inside information on, you know, shit that most of us didn't know, most of us did know, but they just basically put their analysis of battles on a camera, and they gave a like, I would say a variable to the culture at the time when it was just popping, where niggas wasn't really thinking about doing. So I think they helped the culture at one point because during the time where we just basically went by word of mouth on who won or who lost a battle, the bloggers came out and was just like, all right, here's where I'd say he won or lost the battle, or here's where I think such and such said this or said that, and that created more dialogue for the battlers, basically, well, for the battle rap fans. So I think they did help the culture for a minute. It's just when they started making it about themselves and trying to become bigger than actual battle rap is where they hurt not only themselves but the culture as well, because now it's just like we pay more attention to the blogger beef than the actual battles.
Right.
Yeah,
now, when do you guys recall a specific time when y'all saw that it was starting to be more of a nuisance to have these battle rappers around or these battle rap bloggers around?
I got you right now. If nobody like when we be discussing battle rap, if you wasn't there when Smack was releasing a goddamn round every like
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. If you wasn't there, you wouldn't know what Benji is talking about. Benji's talking about there was like a time period to where they would release a battle and you need something to do in between then. The battle rappers back then, like when Arsenal was counting out money, spelling T-Rex name or just like when they was like blogging back and forth, that to me was dope. And the battlers was dope when they was doing that. But they became a time where like the fans and YouTube and all this other stuff like blew up and everybody felt like they had an opinion. Just like Benji said, I think that they're very important.
They were.
But it got to a point where, and I'm going to say like, I don't think it was Caps because to me, again, Caps is the
like
battle rap blogger.
If we talk about Mount Rushmore for bloggers, like Caps is the first one you put up there.
Absolutely. That motherfucker breath looked like it's
you can see his
time.
Caps
look like he got a house ceiling fan inside his car.
Caps look like he never had hair. Caps be spitting and doing all sorts of wild shit. Like you could tell that car stink.
Yo, you could tell that special ed, bro. Nah, man. Caps was that nigga like when he was in the garage inhaling exhaust fumes during his with that axe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's be honest, man. Caps rented out a garage. Like he rented someone else's garage to with
an axe and was like, "Yo,
with an axe." He was hiding behind tables and throwing fake televisions and shit.
Caps was the funniest nigga in the world. Like I first saw a recap he did in the opening segment was him throwing a chair against the garage.
Yeah.
I died laughing. Like I was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah.
What I like about Caps is that like we all know some shit about Caps because Wayne
Wayne put everything and he still kept going.
Right, he didn't even care. Like
exactly. Like if somebody told like if it came on a timeline tomorrow that Cligga sleep on not even a couch but just a cushion.
No,
the couch.
That nigga got a traveling air mattress.
Yeah. How you got a portable air mattress?
That nigga got a traveling air mattress.
He don't even got a pump for it.
That nigga, he used his mouth to pump it. Pause.
Yeah, dog. What did Wing say? He a beeraholic?
Dog,
I ain't never heard of that one. He ain't an alcoholic. He a beeraholic.
He don't got no room in his trunk, so he folded and put it in the back seat of his car.
I say all that to say that he just like that happened, and he beefed with the people in Milwaukee or whatever, and was talking crazy to them at Black Night. And like nobody even thinks about it now. We just like, all right, well, that happened back then, and just like even Vada Fly, like I don't not like Vada Fly. Like I think, like you know what I'm saying. I think that was a weird. That was wild. Like that's like me making a fake Twitter and be like, yo, what we doing here is trash. Yo, we click on there.
I just think
it was weird. But look, people don't even think about it no more. No one even talks about it.
You know why? Nah, fuck Butterfly too. Fuck politically correct Cligga. You gotta, take your PC head off, bro.
Butterfly, bro. Like, why y'all?
Hold on, let Benji talk. Let Benji talk.
Fuck. Let Benji talk. Benji go. Yo, nah, fuck Butterfly, bro. He was trying to, he wasn't just saying people were trash. He was trying to promote himself, and he kept saying, yo, Jay Black, why don't you give Butterfly more time? Fuck out of here, Kenny Lewis. Nah.
That was wild.
People forgot all this shit, and now he tried to come back like nothing happened and started blogging about battles again. Nah, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yo, Venom, hold on.
He did come back like nothing happened.
Untouched.
He did come back like nothing happened. Like no one even says anything.
Let Benji go. Let Benji go, man. He just got on.
Nah, man, I'm letting Venom get his round off. Like
Venom he just gonna keep saying fuck Butterfly, man.
Nah, like I said earlier before Benji got on, fuck all these new bloggers. Get rid of all of them. We don't need none of them, man. All them old ones. We just need the old ones, the ones that weren't trying to get in the way, the ones that weren't trying to be in the spotlight. Fuck all these new bloggers, man. I'm sick of them.
If we keeping it a buck, like Caps is like the only one that's still actually blogging. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Battle Truth is funny as a mother. He don't know shit about battling.
No,
he's not trying to get away.
Yo, we need Battle Truth.
Hey, real quick. Let me shout out the dude. I don't know him, but that deleted gang, motherfucker.
That dude is funny.
Shout out to him, man.
I ain't hear.
Yeah, deleted gang.
Hey, that
dude funny.
Yeah,
he be killing Battle,
man.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sticking tired of these fucking bloggers.
Hey, here's my thing with all these bloggers, and I'm gonna throw Piper Boy. The fact that you got Pipe and Boy as your name is wild to me. Those two words should never be put together as your name, right? And Rome, I'm gonna put Rome in the same category of the people I'm gonna talk about. Jims, you clear right now because you stood on your morals, but y'all that do this shit for attention, let's be very clear. Y'all would not beat anybody without battle rap. To the point where if something's not happening in battle rap, you try to dig up some sort of situation that causes a ruckus and get your views up.
But GDP, like you hear the slogan like or the phrase controversy creates cash. For them, if this is a means by like having a source of income like the views on YouTube, why wouldn't they get any kind of bit of controversy from battle rap and then make a blog on it? if it's going to cause them to get more views.
Because I'm speaking strictly as a man with morals.
I understand that.
And hold on, in a culture where everyone likes to say they a real person, right?
You're right.
And when you say views, we're not talking about $1,000.
Nah.
They getting enough money to get a dub, a Arizona iced tea, and a Big Mac from McDonald's.
Even if it's $120 or $150, who cares? Like I don't know how much it is, but even if it's $150 or $120, like they that's more money than what they had before they decided to do the blog. So like to me, I'm not really so keen on, unless we pay them attention, like unless we go into their blogs and keep looking at them, like talking about all the controversy that's going on, or unless we keep feeding into their bullshit, that gives them every lane to keep doing it. Like if we just sat back and was just like, all right, we tired of you just talking about the bullshit that happens, or we tired of you trying to create a story for yourself. Like me, I don't personally watch these bloggers. Like I don't, ever since, like I watched Caps in the beginning, but now I don't watch him anymore. I watched Jay Black in the beginning, but now ever since I feel like he's too political for his own good, because he wants to get into all these, battler circle and all of that shit. Like I just feel as though he don't keep it real anymore. So I'm not a Jay Black fan. Like, but my opinion is that if niggas gonna keep watching them, or if they gonna keep clicking on every blog that they do, whether it's about bullshit or not, why would they stop?
And I get it to an extent, bro. But when we're in a space now where bloggers are getting into physical altercations, it's moving past that now.
Exactly. And I get it.
I mean, but Benji, if they get on the net talking crazy, then these battlers got to do something. Like the battlers got to do something. But in my opinion, you can't have the battlers on stage saying F them and F this and I do this. Like Suge had a bar where I smack Jay Black in his face if he try to shake my hand. Like if Jay Black come back in a blog, if Jay Black come back and be like, yo, fuck Suge, like if this nigga want smoke, then come get smoke. Like we can't expect the battlers to keep mentioning these bloggers' name, but when the bloggers do it, it's just like, oh well, the bloggers need to mind their business.
But here's my thing.
Everybody's grown though. Go Venom, go. Men walking around here like. We grown men walking around here. Like if a battler gonna say what he gotta say, then he gotta expect these grown men to say what they gotta say too. It's just like the bloggers gotta be able to stand on their word. It's a shame that Rome didn't really stand on his word, because he had all the Goonie niggas or all them DMV battlers come behind him and be like, yo, where Jim's at? Instead of him saying, all right, meet me for the fair one. But like the bloggers gotta know, like, all right, if they gonna say all this shit, then they gonna have to back it up. The battlers gotta know, if y'all gonna say all this shit that y'all want in the battles and all of that, then y'all gonna have to stand on that too. Like it's an even playing field in my opinion. It's 50-50. Like,
and that's why I want to get rid of all these new bloggers, because the old bloggers, they know that this is their lane. They bloggers. They're not trying to get into physical altercations with the battlers. These new bloggers want to be taken so damn serious, and they want to be, like GDP said, they want to be viewed as being real or whatever the fuck they want to be.
But here's my thing, Venom. Here's my thing, Venom and Benji. It's beyond the point where they're talking about battle rap. You got here's two examples. You got Piper Boy talking about Tay-Rock's daughter,
but
posting a blog. Hold on. And but you don't talk about, if I joke with you, right, Benji? Right. I'm in no way allowed to say something about your son. There's no way that's acceptable. Fact. And what else is not acceptable is posting in the same video talking about Av's sister putting a coffin in the video and when she just passed away. There's no reason for that. And just like what we should have done with, the dude in jail right now, you got to exterminate these people. You got Rome digging up personal information on a battle rapper who, one, you're never going to do business with, and it's going to lead to an altercation. Not only that, you're publicizing your little altercation and making it bigger than what it should be. than you're going on a blog in a car talking all types of crazy when you just got punched in your own state and the dude from New York ran out of the building unscathed. And then you want to post a fucking music video. You're doing everything for attention. You would not be here if it wasn't for battle rap. You would be another Twitter person that got some sort of opinion on battle rap. Y'all can't tell me that I'm not battle. Y'all smoking Reggie. Y'all fucking bum hoes if you're lucky. And you talking about I got 1,200, 2,000 followers on Twitter. Why? Because battle rap. So what you do? What you do when battle rap's not popping right now? You try to shake the table on some bullshit. Fuck out of here. And us as fans, we shouldn't pay this shit no attention. Y'all want to get on Vodafly for doing some stupid shit, just being a bozo. But when other bloggers really do some unacceptable foul shit as a man, y'all give it airtime. Y'all let it rock. Yeah, no, I'm saying in general, those who watch the videos, y'all let it rock. So somewhere, either y'all don't got morals or y'all just with the phony shit. I don't know what the case may be.
Yeah, so GDP saying fuck you too. Oh, you motherfuckers, they listen to
No, that's
shit.
a fact, son. That's a fact. Like as corny as Caps is, I respect him, even though he an instigator and everything. But he's never tried to take away from the culture. Even when he was doing those blogger battles with that one dude and Jay Black, that was still to provide content.
Why we keep saying that one dude? Like we're not addressing
because
him?
I ain't gonna give him. He's like Voldemort. I ain't gonna say his name.
Not happening.
But my thing in tech. You, sir, are 40 years old and still battle rapping words. You are very corny, son.
Like
not only that, you talking crazy about Jim's getting rocked by Goods when he had a ring on, and you talking crazy. A week later, you apologize, and then you start talking crazy about him. Like, shut up.
Like, damn, that just reminded me of some other shit, but
I don't like him. I don't like him as a battle rapper. I don't like
him as a man. Like,
I was just about to get to that. I don't like the way he carried that whole thing. Like, everybody's tough when they got the. Oh no, I just said I don't like Tech Nine as a battle rapper and as like a person. Everybody's tough when they got their people with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You felt like how we sitting there at the little face off, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm comfortable." Like, obviously, he had his people behind him. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be like that when it's just you and that person? Probably not.
Exactly.
You're probably gonna want to talk it out. I don't like Tech Nine. I don't like.
Wait. Let me play devil's advocate for a minute. That's the face off. Like, they'd selling the fight. Is that not what he's supposed to do?
Nah, but did you watch it?
I just seen a little bit. I seen the gloves pull out and all that shit, but
he did it, and you could tell it was getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim told his man to suck his dick, which is that's either hit like
that's neither here nor there,
But that's like a trigger type of word or a trigger phrase. You can't tell no other. If you say that to somebody, you got to expect whatever's coming after that. You know what I'm saying? But he said that.
You said Jim said that?
Yeah, he said that to Tech Nine because he was like looking at him. Like, he's like, "What you looking at? Suck my dick," and like blah blah blah. He starts. It was about to
some gloves at him. Like, yo, if it's really that serious, y'all should have got it rocking off air. Y'all was gonna battle the next day, but it's not. That's the thing. It's not that serious.
Yeah, I felt like that glove shit was corny. They was never gonna fucking spar. That was never gonna happen. That was corny on Jim's part.
And that's my thing. A lot of these bloggers, they feel like they got this force field around them that they can't get touched. So they be talking wild. If you notice, Jay Black, and I have the same problem that Cligga does, not with Jay Black, but the fans. But Jay Black has never been nothing but respectful towards people and towards the culture itself. Same with Caps. You know, they've never tried to take away with what's going on. Dre, I got the utmost respect for Dre. I think Dre is the best blogger, radio host that we have right now. You know, and people got to take notes.
That's because those three names. Yeah,
I fuck with Dre because that was the first time I was ever on any of these podcasts. The only one that I would ever call in on because one, he fucked with us and he fucked with like what we had going on. Even back then, before it was even anything, he knew about Beneath. He knew about what we doing here, and this was when it wasn't even like a thing. And he knew. I fuck with 3 because he don't just do battle rap; he do all type of stuff, and I be getting into
right, and that's my thing. I'm gonna be a disclaimer. He don't follow me. He don't even know who I am. But when he got someone on the line, I listen. Them hip hop appreciations. He's had Styles P on. He got Benny on. He got a lot. Him too. Whatever. But he does more than just battle rap, and he shows that you don't have to put yourself in a box as a radio host or whatever. You know, as long as people want to talk or listen to you talk, and you have captivating content, that's all you need. You know, he had that little incident with Sirius Jones and Caps and stuff.
That shit was wild. Dre was like, I spit in your mother's mouth.
Yeah. He was wilding. But the thing is, he didn't do shit for views afterwards. You know, he didn't get on Twitter and be like, hey, y'all, I'm going to talk about, you know, so-and-so on the next episode. You know,
Drake is real, man. And that hurt me when they flagged his channel, man. I was really hurt for real. Because that man don't bother nobody, man. And I felt like, that was some hateful shit to see that man lose his content.
And I wish I would have saved a lot of the DMs that I had, but I don't follow these people no more, and they were some weirdos anyway. I ain't gonna say their names. We'll talk offline about who I'm talking about because I ain't trying to give nobody no fame.
Facts.
But these dudes was like, "Yo, why you fuck with 3?" And I would like send him these. I'm like, "Yo, look at what." I was like, "Yo, you see this dude?" And he was like, "Yo, you know, haters gonna hate." And people didn't like Dre. I don't even know why. And I'm like, "Yo, if y'all don't fuck with Dre always showed me and my team love, and he didn't have to. Y'all could kiss my ass."
Yeah, and I was listening to Dre.
Off, man. I need to know who that is.
We gonna talk about.
Venom, I'll tell you right now. You know the people who we were supposed to meet up with when you ever came to America, who was talking crazy. Y'all was gonna meet up.
Yeah. New Orleans.
Huh?
New Orleans.
Yeah. That person. Them.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yep.
And that's my thing. I was listening to Dre when he was with Timbo and Caps. Like before that whole shit went down where, you know, they started yeah, when they had that little lovers quarrel, you know. I was listening to them then, you know, so that shows you know, how much respect I got for him. You know, but my thing is there needs to be more people like Dre and less people like Rome DMV and Piper Boy.
Agreed.
Yeah. I fuck like from before they got into this stuff, I fuck with Rome. Like when he did that shit to Vada Fly, to me that shit was funny. I was like, God damn, he put that shit on Christmas Eve, all type of wild shit. So I'm reading it, I'm like, this is interesting. But
I was rocking with that too, yeah.
When you really like look back into it, you be like, yo, son, you're doing a lot. Like, if you see Vada tomorrow and he knock you the fuck out over that,
you deserve it.
What I'm saying? Right. Like why you do what was it to you? Like, I can see if, like, say for instance, we in a situation and I'm stopping your money somehow. Vada Fly wasn't stopping Rome's money. Why would he put out that blog? Why would he Vada didn't do nothing to him? Why you care, son? Like, why do you care?
No, I remember at the time, wasn't it somebody put him up to it? They was trying to say the War Report gave him all that info and they wanted him to expose Vada, something like that.
But Rome is always in the middle of that shit.
Because Rome's a fucking clown.
Even if like y'all would have even if y'all would have been like, all right, my bad, y'all bagged me for making a bank account and blah blah blah, I can forgive you for that. What I can't forgive you is for what they said Vada did to Tay Rock, where he didn't want to fly out to Cali for Traffic 3, was it? No, Traffic 2 to battle Disaster.
Traffic 3.
Right, because he was like scared. You know what I'm saying? Instead of telling me like, yo, son, I'm into it with this dude, I ain't gonna go out. You lied to me and didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
and that's my that's my thing. Like if you're taking this blogger lane, like that's what you're gonna start doing your claim to fame. Y'all also got to take the responsibility that whatever you say can be taken the wrong way. And those people that take it the wrong way can see you in person if you really are out there moving around.
Or if need be. That's why I preface everything that I might have to say with it is what it is. Like, because I already know what could come. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I talk the way I talk, because I know if I get knocked out when I go somewhere, I must have had that shit coming. You know, nobody's just gonna run down on me for no reason. Nah, I probably said something wild and I ain't have my head on the swivel and somebody caught me. Shit happens. But don't get knocked out or don't get ran down on and then act like oh, well, why me? Why me?
You was a victim,
Right. Nah, you said some crazy shit. You did something crazy.
And that's the thing. And all for views. Like, listen, our views ain't popping like that. You know, we just started. But we do this not to get attention. You feel me? And a lot of y'all are, as the new word is, clout chasing for a couple $100 worth of views.
Yeah.
You know? And that
that worth getting beat the fuck up because you talking crazy.
Phrase,
I hate it too, Venom, but that's like I don't know what else to use.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna go around saying attention seeking. That don't sound cool.
That doesn't sound cool.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Since we on that, what are some slang terms that you wish would make a comeback?
Duffed. Duffed. I'll use it in a sentence. Yo, I seen dude I had beef with, and I duffed his ass. Sound wild, don't it? Never mind. But duffed is like punching somebody or snuffing them.
Yeah.
Snuff. Yeah.
What about you, Venom? You got one? I don't know. I got some stuff. I got some stuff that I wish they would stop doing, like cancel. I wish people would stop saying cancel.
Oh shit, my boy.
Cancel. What's cancel?
Kardii in the building.
Gang, what up?
What up, Bird?
Kardii, what up?
What you talking about?
We talking about slang terms that you wish would come back.
I got some slang terms that they need to bring back.
Hold on. Before that, Kardii said the Warriors are up 4-0. Is the final still over?
Oh man, I was tired.
How's that work?
You know what?
Still open.
Yo, let me say something real quick, bro. I feel like Kardii acts dumb sometimes. He knows the shit,
but he really knows.
He just want to act like
some shit I do, but a lot of shit I really be like dead ass. Like I don't be knowing.
He said, "Who's RZA? You mean SZA?"
Damn.
I kept typing because I was so annoyed and mad as fuck, and I didn't want to say anything to Kardii because I was like, yo, he got to be joking. So I just kept like I sent the messages to get people to skip what he said.
Nah, but that you got nigga, I really never heard of him.
Yeah, I fuck with it because then Kardii comes back 2 weeks later, like I did my research, y'all. You know, so and so is tight.
There's one thing about Kardii, he always does his research.
Yeah, I tried to.
He comes back, man.
Because
he's been trying to have this thesaurus conversation. He's like, I've been doing my research, man. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I'm ready to watch.
Got me tight, bro. He said he did all that research, and he said, yo, I've done my research, and I've concluded Ilmac is a legend, Thesaurus is not. I was like, what?
Hey, Kardii. So, what are some slang terms you want to make a comeback?
I think I got 5. I just thought of them off the top because Jezebel. We need Jezebel back. Yeah, we need that back. We need harlot back.
Yeah, that was fire.
So we need harlot back. That was
fire. They know what to do when you call them a harlot.
We need jive back, like jive turkey and all that. We need jive back. These niggas hella jive out here. I think that's all I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's probably all I got.
What you trying to get rid of?
Hey, what you think about battle rap bloggers?
I think these niggas is pussy, and one of them need to die. Like, one of these niggas need to die for battle rap, bro. As soon as we sacrifice one of these niggas, we gonna be in a better place. I'm telling you, run down on one of these niggas. Fuck all this talking, all this blog. It need to be a RIP at one of these events. I'm telling you, on my mama. Fuck these niggas.
Kardii, would you wear one of them on your shirt?
Hell no.
Hell no, this shit's getting burnt.
Yeah, like, I'm sitting at that grave and all that. Like, I don't like
what you doing if you see a RIP Piper Boy? Someone wearing that?
I'm a crip walk.
Kool-Aid on that shirt.
Yo, I'm finna be real lit.
What you say, Venom?
I don't like.
I said, I'm about to be real lit. Kardii on his shit. There gonna be some bloggers there, man.
No, Kardii got some appointments lined up for Houston, man.
Yeah.
They ain't related to bloggers.
I'm really gonna be chilling, but if one of these niggas that know, I'm having my pole on me. I'm saying it now. I don't give a fuck. I'm having my pole on me, and it's not for decoration. That bitch gonna have one in the head, all that. Like, nah, these niggas not gonna play with me. None of that.
We can't post this part.
Yeah. Post this. This gotta go. Yeah, no.
Kardii gonna get a call from his PO he ain't talked to in years.
Yeah, I don't go to court.
Man, so you just feel like one of them gotta die.
Yeah, I feel like one of these niggas die, the culture expand.
Really?
Yeah, because you know,
name them.
Name somebody need to die. James, Rome could. Piper Boy. Matter of fact, Piper Boy, he first on the list. He can definitely go.
First on the list.
Yeah. That's a big fact.
I'm starting to not feel like him. Such a bad guy. Because the thing about Rome, this nigga talk that shit, and this nigga go to these events, and he be ready. It sounded like he was ready for the fuck shit with Jim. So.
Nah, he wasn't.
He wasn't. That's why he got punched.
Yeah, he shouldn't have let a nigga hook off on him like that.
What's ready mean? When time, I think you gotta be ready, right?
No, it's like this: win, lose, or draw. Rome was there, ready for the bullshit. Like whether he said he put his outfit on. He said, "I know James is gonna be here because it's Tech 9 versus James. So win, lose, or draw. Whether I get my ass beat or if I beat the man, I'm going." I respect some shit like that.
He said wait. He said let's line up after the event. If you ready when that dude's 2 feet in front of you.
No, I feel that, but this is what I'm saying. Regardless, he don't know what Jims had planned. Jims could have took the pole to that bitch. He could have been strapped up, ready to kill him, and he said, "I don't care. I'm going to the event." That's what I'm saying. Like these.
I respect that.
I feel like Rome, he knows he with the Goonies, man. He feel like he's safe. And he probably go to the event and feel like Jim's ain't gonna do nothing.
So I be here, but my thing, he was at the bar by himself. It's not like this nigga was tagging along. If they was his security, this nigga would have been right there on stage with these niggas. He wasn't.
Because he got an ego.
But that's what
he got an ego, bro. Like he could sit at that bar, but he know that drugs and them is in the same building. If anything serious was to happen, he knows they're gonna fly him real quick, man.
He got knocked out. It was something serious. My thing is that angry fan won't even give you that chance, so I have to respect him off of that because anything could happen in there. Fucking twerk can't stop no bullet. I don't give a fuck who it is. These niggas can't stop. These niggas ain't nigga heroes. These niggas can't stop nothing. Like, if I want to do something,
he turned up.
No, I don't know if he turned up or not, but I just like my thing. is if like let's say I got problem with some Southside niggas and I stay on the West. Every time if I'm going to the South, I'm going to these clubs, I'm moving how I want to. Every time there's something going on, you gotta respect that. This nigga gonna show up regardless. He gonna talk his shit. This nigga Angry Fan not gonna give you the chance to punch him in his face. I promise you.
No, that's a fact. My thing is, Rome, after all that shit happened, started doing some wild, corny shit. Like, look, you got duffed up, as Cligga wants to bring back. You feel me? Like, why are you making a diss track instead of running down on him? If it was that serious, if you wasn't just trying to get views, you would go to New York.
Yo,
nah, that's not an ego.
Nah, it is an ego thing, bro. Rome thinks that he thinks he's bigger than what he is.
That's feminine behavior.
It is. It's absolutely feminine behavior. How Kardii said, yo, he turned up to the events. Like, that doesn't... You don't get my respect for that, bro. He just loud. He's one of those loud, obnoxious people.
That's the thing. This nigga showed up.
No, I was going to say, I got two people on that, be really with the shits, right? And Kardii says every time, like, I ain't going to argue with you. I'm going to just pull up if it's really like that.
Send my address to niggas.
Same thing with Venom. Venom ain't going to entertain the shit. If the shit really that serious, he ain't going to get on Twitter and post something on YouTube.
Yeah, like
that's not the move. As a grown man, that's not the move.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Cligga said that Rome, he got on a blog and said, yo, he wanted me to apologize. In hindsight, I should have just apologized. But you can't say that and then put out a diss track.
Nah, I didn't see that. I saw the video where he was giggling and smiling and saying, I ain't get punched. You see my face, unscared. I saw that. And then I saw him in the car talking all reckless, using his hands for verbal language, and then making a diss track. Nah.
But the thing about it is, this nigga talked that shit about this man's family. Dude showed up, told him that all he gotta do is apologize and ain't nothing gonna happen. And this nigga said, no, I'm not apologizing. Out of Jim's mouth, this nigga said no. You know what these niggas gonna do if a niggas really pull up on that bullshit? These niggas is putting their head down. These niggas is not gonna stand on what the fuck they saying. Like, half of these online niggas, they gonna bitch up in person. Like, they gonna switch up their whole, like, nigga gonna be like, damn, let me check the Twitter feed. Like, let me check the Twitter. You was talking crazy. Like the nigga, what's his name? Old dude, I ain't gonna give him no shine, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Nigga getting the DM and switch up the whole shit. You feel me? Like, that's
do you feel like it's because it was Jim's? Like, maybe he don't take Jim's seriously?
I thought so.
But I thought that at first, but then he talked the same shit to everybody though. And he'd be like, nigga, and he says it all the time, like, I'll be at these events and where these battle rappers is at, and don't nobody like him, don't nothing happen to him, but he still go to these events. Now, I guarantee Rome is still finna be at all these events. I guarantee Rome is gonna be at Nome. Like,
because battle rap makes him.
But the thing is, you still showing up, so you showing you not pussy. Like, you ain't like a pussy. Like,
but it's not Dolo.
A real nigga can get their ass beat.
It's different than you showing up with all your battle rap friends than if I were to show up Dolo from Cali.
But you can't be mad at a nigga for who he hang around, bro. He's still
there's a sense. They just there so the nigga just don't get jumped. They saying just don't jump him, don't do him dirty. That's all.
But there's a sense of false security when you going in there knowing that you got people there already. You still gonna talk crazy because you ain't gonna get killed. You ain't gonna get jumped.
That's exactly
what Kardii is saying.
I got the gun on me. Like, you feel me? That's the same thing. I got this gun on me, so I'm gonna talk reckless. I'm gonna do what I want. But when I ain't got the gun on me, guess what? I'm still talking reckless. I'm still.
I feel you, Kardii. I know exactly where you coming from. He still showed up knowing that there shit can still go down. Nah, I feel you, but I'm just saying, as a man, I don't like the way that he's moving around
Oh, I definitely don't like how you move. I'm not condoning. I'm not condoning. Make that clear so these niggas don't. I'm not condoning nothing wrong did. None of that. I'm not condoning how he talk. None of that. All I'm saying is the nigga shows up. So if you do want to beat his ass, he there. Angry fan.
Yeah, I hear you.
Angry fan not gonna.
Angry fan don't leave the house.
3 times my size. I wish this nigga come to know. On my mama, I wish Angry fan.
He can't afford to.
We ain't gotta wish for nobody to die. But if Angry fan come to know him, he gonna die. On my mama. That's on Pete.
I missed no shit, man. What happened with you and Caps?
Nothing. I just don't like this nigga.
He just don't like Caps, man. And Kardii told Caps.
We went at it a couple times. He know what type of energy I got for him. Like,
Kardii told Caps what he would do to him.
Yeah, when I told him what I do to him, he blocked me. Cause I said, you in Tennessee, right? Nigga blocked me. Like, nigga, you know what the fuck I'm on. And I pulled the fuck up. I'm telling you, I ain't never asked for no address and didn't pull up. And I done sent my address out to many of these niggas.
Now let's transition into real rap. You feel me? Venom had brought up a topic where he sees a lot of these new rappers, you know, they youngins and stuff, acting all crazy, you know, and doing a whole bunch of wild shit, wearing dresses, doing a whole bunch of just, you know, dumb shit, right? And he brought up the fact that could it be because there ain't no OGs around to tell them they ain't doing what they should be, they ain't moving how they should be? Yeah,
that's definitely what it is. Ain't no OGs in rap. Ain't no OGs in rap. Like, besides, like, you got niggas like Jay Prince that can, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got niggas like that, but everybody not under Jay Prince. Everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody don't respect him, because I think everybody do respect Jay Prince, but it's some niggas like Jay Prince not even going, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in that circle, like, Jay Prince ain't got no reason to call fucking Uzi Vert and tell him not to run up on Rich the Kid. Like, that ain't none of his business, so he not even gonna get into it. Got nothing to do with him or anybody in his camp. So it's like these other niggas that don't got that, they just run around here reckless.
Man, I brought that shit up. Say that again?
I said, and these niggas is dying. Like, the real rap niggas, them rap niggas be dying, getting their chain snatched. All that.
All the ones that are still within the boundaries of street. I brought the topic up because I wanted to, just the way, what's his name? The kid with the pink hair, Tekashi, how he running around wild, man. He ain't got no OGs to tell him, yo.
I respect Tekashi, man. I thought, nah, here's the thing, Venom, here's the thing. Here's why I respect him. Because he came in talking crazy, right? And he came in knowing that the repercussions that could happen, and he stood up on what he believed, regardless of how what you feel and all these other dudes. He said, I'm not checking in. That's where this all started from. He said, I ain't checking in. I ain't got no reason to check in. Y'all ain't my parents. You feel me? And he ran with that, and he knew the repercussions that could come with that. And
did he really know?
Yeah.
I feel like he still doesn't know.
I mean, he knows that he could die in any of these spots. Like, he know he could. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he know he could die in any of these spots.
And it doesn't keep him. It doesn't keep him from doing what he said. I'm waiting 48 hours for someone from Chicago to kill me. Now that is wild. That is wild. But no one. He said.
One more time.
Tekashi said, I'm waiting 48 hours for Chief Keef to come kill me, or some wild shit like that.
Yeah, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah, but still,
Tekashi's a master troller. He's a master troll.
But he does it knowing the repercussions. He knows.
But the thing is, he's somewhere though.
You can't be oblivious to this shit, Venom. You know that.
Yo, that kid's not. He's not stupid. I feel like he's smarter than what he leads on.
Right.
For me, he's doing too much, man. And like Kardii said, a person like Jay Prince, he's not gonna go out of his way to make sure something happens to Tekashi.
No,
Jay Prince is older now. As your OGs get older, your mind matures and you see, yo, there's some bullshit. I don't got to deal with that shit. But if you run into some young whoever it is, and they got the same mentality as you, because when you're in the streets, when you're in their young age, you don't care about dying. You don't give a fuck. You want to die. You want to be as gangster as you put out. Tekashi, he's got a lot of people protecting him. I think Cligga knows the dudes that got his back. If he didn't have them, like, it's a rap for him, man, and that's bad. That's stupid shit. He was he wasn't even exactly in the gang, right? Like he wasn't even gang or nothing. He was a schoolboy. Yeah, that shit pisses me off, man. Like straight people, citizens, just normal citizens coming into the gang, that fucks me off. Because if you ain't, we don't want to be in this shit. We want to be out. Right. And for them people to come in here and it just fucks me off. But with the OG talk, what I was saying, like how I like that Kardii brought up Jay Prince. He did that shit with Drake and Push because he felt like it was gonna go too far. Right. Yeah,
that's OG shit. You supposed to have these
young bucks need that shit too.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Venom. When y'all got signed to back then, when people got signed to a label, you know, it was usually from someone that was established and higher up, just in life and business in general. So let's speak on. I'll compare it to Meek and Rick Ross, right? So Meek was out here still on parole, you know, getting hot, right? And he had a couple rumblings from T.I. and T.I. went in. So Rick Ross put him on his label, but he also showed him that he don't gotta move stupid. You feel me? Like, you got a lot of these rappers now getting arrested for all sorts of wild shit. Meek getting arrested for just parole violations and stuff. Nothing that is like, man, what you doing right now? You feel me? Like, you making millions right now. You don't need to be out here doing wild shit. You feel me? So that's where the issue is. When you got put on a label, they weren't necessarily just your label mate or whoever was in charge of producing your music. They was also an OG to you and to show you how to move around in this game, because when you get famous, it ain't like you a regular SoundCloud rapper civilian anymore.
Yeah, you got a target on your back.
Exactly. So there needs to be someone to tell you, look, you got millions of eyes on you now. Not only do you got to keep your head on a swivel, because people are going to want stuff from you, and when you tell them no, you become a target. Not only that, but it ain't just the regular civilians out here. You got hip-hop cops watching you, all sorts of shit, you know? And there's not that anymore. There's not any more of, hey, you wilding out right now. Like, you need to hop off Twitter. You got to do something where you got to stop this.
How do you feel about people checking in? People checking in. Like, feel like they should have to check in?
You know, I'm a civilian, bro. Like, that type of shit, like, it's dependent on who it is.
Yeah, if you're claiming to be this person and someone from that ilk tells you got to check in, you got to check in.
Yeah, notice they didn't tell Drake or like some random R&B artist you got to check in. They told Tekashi. That was one of the first times it was really a huge deal, because it was Tekashi. Tekashi was been talking.
But that's part of the shit. Like, niggas try to make it seem like you soft because you check in. Nigga,
it's showing acknowledgement.
Being soft. It's like
this your city.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I know, like, even without that, like, I know, like, let's say you go into Corpus, like, Corpus is my city. Like, if, like, let's say GDP, like, you come into Corpus, whatever, you on some wild shit, you doing whatever. You could do whatever you want. Let's say you go to a club, boom, you get into a fight, some niggas shoot at you, then you try to call me and be like, hey, da. I'm like, nigga, I didn't even know you was down here. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't none of my business. Like, that's what, not saying it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody think that it means that they, like, oh, he's in the city. Right. If you don't check in, I'm going to send niggas to you. They don't always mean that. Sometimes it's security, nigga. You know that you good if you go there. Like, if you come in, when you come in somebody else's house, you speak.
Nah.
Like, you don't walk in nobody's house and walk right by them and sit on the couch and go to the fridge. No, nigga, yeah, you take your shoes off, you speak, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like I went to Nome. I'm going to Nome, and I hit Kardii up. You know, I said, "Hey, I'm going to Nome. Like, ain't nothing wrong with asking someone to hold you down." Like I told Kardii, I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to Nome. Like, I need you to hold me down. Ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't shit popping. Yeah, like. I know any nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas know.
Since we talked about Tekashi, I want to just use the other young buck that was wilding out for a while. I ain't heard from him. I think he might be in jail now. The Tentacion kid. He got the dude that got knocked the fuck out on stage. Like that.
Yeah, that was wild. That was hilarious.
Yo, because he ain't have no OGs, bro.
You heard about all that news shit?
I think he got.
You heard about all that shit in the news for? He was like, bro, he got like a kidnapping charge for this girl. Like, he like the actual news report said, like, it was the girl reporting. I guess she said she was complimenting another rapper's chain, and the nigga like refused to let her eat, beat her ass, did all this crazy shit. Got back with, like, they went through this little deal and got back with the bitch. She moved in with him. And he like did it again, like kidnapped her, beat her ass for a couple days, and she had to run to the neighbor, and she just called one of her friends' mom, and they came and got her type shit.
And
that's what he's like.
Yo, that's what he went to jail when you don't have no OGs, you don't have nobody to put you in your motherfucking place. That's facts.
Like I guarantee.
Facts. Or a father at least to beat your ass. Like, you know, my mama could never read a headline that said I kidnapped the bitch and beat her ass. Like, nah.
And like that's the issue. Like, maybe because I'm not with all that shit, but if I'm getting paid millions of dollars, right, I'm set. My only responsibility is to do these shows and make this music. Chill out. Like, am I bugging out? Like, am I bugging out in that thought process? Like, if I'm making money where I'm basically set for life, you know, why am I gonna be selling drugs and doing all sorts of unnecessary shit? You know, no. I'm just thinking at that point, it's more so just so you could say you doing it, than it's giving you another means to making money.
Facts. And a lot of these niggas, what's so weird is like especially with the Tekashi nigga, like this the only thing that I really think is strange. It's like, if you wasn't on this shit before, why are you on this now that you got some money? Like don't let that money. Yeah, like don't let that money. Like, nigga, if I get a bag tomorrow, I'm done with this street shit, nigga. I'm giving my little niggas my guns and everything. Like that, you can't hit me for no weed, no nothing, nigga. Ain't no nothing going. Ain't nothing. It's over with.
Because so popular, and the gangsters lifestyle is so popular to these kids that we're like school kids. They see that shit, they think it's cool. They want to be down. That's where it comes from. Because the ones that are really in it, the ones that are really down, we don't move that way. We don't do that shit. There used to be a time where rap, was about the art form and the talent. So I want to ask you two, where you think the line between real rap and street shit was crossed. Like, what time in hip hop? Like, who started the shit? Who started bringing the street shit and making it more about being hard or being viewed as, don't fuck with me?
NWA. Really Tupac. Because NWA was basically, I feel like they wasn't trying to be tough. They was just being themselves. Tupac really did that shit. Like, this shit that Tekashi is doing right now, that was Tupac formula. Like, all that wild shit popping up before that. That nigga Tupac was in ballet, painting his nails.
Who was Tupac's OG? He was a bitch. At the time when he was wilding out.
Suge, I guess.
It was Suge Knight.
Nah, she meant Suge. He was a grown ass man. Your OG is somebody like my uncle is my OG.
That was his OG
my thing with the
Oh yeah. That's his OG in hip hop. That's
what hold on, GDP. I wanna go with this. Suge Knight. We know that he had a problem with the East Coast. I feel like he was the one who planted the seeds for that East Coast West Coast beef. Do you feel like he pushed Tupac in that direction of being that outlandish character that he ended up becoming?
Yeah, sometimes you can have a dumbass OG too.
Yeah. I feel like Suge gave that nigga an ultimatum with that check. That nigga said, I'll bail you out of jail, but you gonna have to ride with me and you got to do what the fuck I'm telling you. Like if I'm beefing with these niggas, I gotta like Suge had a problem with Diddy. So he like nigga, cause to be real, that nigga ain't Pac did never diss Diddy until he got with Suge in there.
If it wasn't,
like before
if it
that,
wasn't Pac,
he was just
it would have been, it would have been someone else. If Easy didn't die because of AIDS and shit, it would have been Easy. It would have been Dre if Dre didn't get out of that deal. It would have been someone else. But Pac was the one.
Nah, Easy, I disagree with Easy because Easy was in the streets. He knew what it was like, and he was trying to get out. That's why. That's why this whole NWA shit started.
That's the one point I wanted to bring up and backtrack. I think NWA was not trying to flaunt what they was doing. They was rapping about what they was seeing, and they was bringing attention and awareness to it.
Yeah, that's what now used to be.
Right. It was about factual raps and not trying to flaunt what's going on, but just trying to let y'all know, like, this is my everyday life. Like it or not, some shit's not right, but now y'all gonna hear about what my day is looking like.
Yeah, you rap about your surroundings. We can't rap about big mansions and shit when we ain't living in no mansions. So, you
but
rap about
I think that whole Pac shit was really the start of when rap transitions to street shit.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
You know, maybe because that was the most highly publicized killing or murder at the time. Maybe that is it also. But a lot of it did have to do with Suge putting a battery in Pac's back, because Pac was literally looking untouchable in terms of superstardom. You know, fucking around with Madonna and making movies. He was at the point where he was transitioning from being a rapper to making movies. Poetic Justice, Juice, like all that shit, you know? And there was no reason for him to start